Quite often I get requests asking me to introduce my guinea pigs so you all know who's who and just tell their story. I've been thinking about this for a very long while, and the way I want to do it is just too time consuming. So instead of doing a very well edited video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a talking video, which in general I don't like doing because I have a very weird accent. Anyway, starting with our first lassie today, this is Bonnie. Bonnie is 4.5 years old. We got her in 2008. Her story is actually quite interesting. My husband decided to go out to the Fringe. The Fringe is the world's largest arts festival, and it's held in Edinburgh every year. So he decided to go out with his colleagues to a comedy night and probably have too much to drink, because I seem to remember the next day he had a hangover. So in any case, on my way home from work, I decided to stop at a pet shop. People in the UK are probably very familiar with this pet shop because I believe it's the UK's largest pet shop. And in this pet shop they have an adoption area. So when I walked up to the adoption area, they had two of the prettiest piggies I've ever seen in my life. One was a silver agouti and the other one was Bonnie. So there wasn't any notes about the guinea pigs on the walls like you usually find, so I flagged down one of the assistants, and he told me they were actually not up for adoption until the following day. But at that point he already told me that the silver agouti was a male. As you all know, I only have females, so straight off the bat for me that was a big no-no. But Bonnie was a girl, or still is a girl. So the next day I dragged a severely hangover husband out to this pet shop, and the silver agouti had already gone, but Bonnie was still there. So the way Bonnie got her name is that my husband looked at her and just said, "She is Bonnie," and she's really, really beautiful. So Bonnie just stuck with her. So we asked the shop assistant if we could adopt her and find out a bit more about the process, which is actually really easy. And he told us that she'd been living with two other piggies, the silver agouti, the male I had already seen the night before, as well as another female which I never got to see. He told us there was a great possibility that she was pregnant, obviously having lived with a boar. She was 6 months old at the time, and considerably smaller than she is now. So we went ahead, adopted her and brought her home. At that point I already had a number of guinea pigs, and I knew that you should quarantine them when you get them, something I've never ever done. So I thought with Bonnie I'd give that a go, because I really didn't want anything to happen to the rest of my piggies, which I had for a number of years, or in the case of Jenny and Betty I had adopted from a rescue, knowing that they were in perfect health. So Bonnie went into a cage in the master bedroom, and she was the world's most depressed piggy. She would not do anything, she wouldn't move, she would just sit still the whole time. Not a happy piggy at all. Then one day, one of my most adventurous piggies, Jenny, decided to free range around the house and stumbled into the bedroom. We were actually sitting in the bedroom at the time looking at Bonnie, so the second Jenny came into the bedroom there was a huge change in Bonnie. She suddenly became very interested in her surroundings. She was so happy to hear another piggy. So we just thought, no, this is silly, we can't have such a depressed piggy. And at that point Jenny had anyway seen the cage already and walked right up to it. So we introduced them together on the bed and they went on fine. Oi, what's wrong with you? You're not liking this manicuring? So yeah, we decided to just put in the cage with all the other piggies, and it was a matter of, hey, where have you been? So no issues at all, they just all liked Bonnie straight away. As for Bonnie's personality, Bonnie, as you can see, is quite a chunky piggy. She's by no means the heaviest piggy, but she's very, very short. She does not like moving. She prefers sitting and sleeping and eating, and preferably doing all three at the same time. She's just not too keen on exercise. Saying that, when I want to pick her up, she can run very, very, very fast. So she is not one of my free-ranging pigs. She jumps out of the cage when she has to, when I clean them out, but otherwise she wouldn't jump out of the cage. She loves the home. She wants to be at home all the time. So she's not a very dominant piggy. She's very easygoing, very relaxed. Everyone gets on with Bonnie. She's just a beautiful, laid-back piggy. She is quite ticklish and does not like getting groomed, but she does have some long hair at the back, which I tend to snip off and just make her look a bit prettier, because she's not the best at keeping herself clean. So that's Bonnie for you in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to make one on each of my piggies, and yeah, hopefully you will like them. Thank you for watching.